Are you tired of spending a lot of money and getting absolutely nothing you wanted? Head on over to MrMutCoin.com for the cheapest, safest, most reliable coins on the net. And are you also looking for training points to power up that player to make him just a little bit better? Training is also available on the website. Link is down below in the description. What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Jess. Welcome back to another Madden 19 online ranked match. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. So hopefully you guys are as excited as I am to bring you guys these online ranked matches. So I went through the comment section and there was a reply that when I had asked what team do you guys want, someone said the Ravens. So I said, I got you. So I'm just looking through the depth chart, seeing the ins and outs, seeing who I can utilize in what situation, who has what I need. I would love a running back that can spin. I would love a D lineman with some good speed. That way, in case they have a fast QB, I can put them at to spy. And there's a lot of things that I look for when searching through the depth chart. Just definitely looking forward to getting back in these online ranked matches. And this game is an absolute doozy. As you see from the title, it absolutely goes down to the wire. And man, I was completely gassed. Just the emotion of just playing this game. Even win, lose, or draw. You guys don't know the outcome, but just completely gassed of just feeling like, this is good again. Like this is good. Because the first two games, I completely blew them out, right? Or the first three games, because there was two people that quit when I used the Niners. They were blowouts, but this one is intense, and I get the rush back of, playing and you being strategic, because things are so different from this compared to Ultimate Team. You see me checking several times to make sure my playbooks are New Orleans and multiple. The last thing I want to do is get stuck with the Ravens book. So we get in the game, and I see we go up against the Seattle Seahawks, who I used the previous game before. So I know we got Russell Wilson, definitely got some speed, someone that can take off. So definitely someone we got to pay attention to. And I apologize for whatever reason, there's no game audio, even though I have in-game commentary on a volume of 63. But for whatever reason, it did not register. So I apologize for that. Hopefully, it doesn't make the video too difficult for you to watch, only listening to my boring voice. So after a beautiful dot on the sidelines, very next play, I kind of gave up on the route. You see, I went inside just a little bit, and that was the smallest of hesitations. That's all he needed to throw a dot over the top of me and end up getting to the 4-yard line. And then he goes for a high point, and we kind of battle the ball around, ping pong a little bit, and that's what I'm thinking, sheesh, if I had tip drill. But this isn't MUT. So we end up sending some pressure right there. We get a big sack by Suggs. 3rd and goal right here. We send the same blitz. He rolls out the pocket, just chucks it up, but thankfully it's severely overthrown. So he settles for a field goal. Now to me, that's definitely a good way to start the game. We held him to 3. We get ball at the half. If we could put up 7 here, take the lead, and go from there, we'll be all right. So, with the Ravens, I do know they have Lamar Jackson. They got my man Crabtree. They got some good speed at the quarterback position, so definitely want to get shifty. And we are in my favorite formation, pistol bunch. And pay attention to just how open he leaves the running back pretty much all game. Like, he just neglects his in route all game. And he calls the exact same defense all game where he'll just blitz Bobby Wagner. But that B route right there, that inside slot, will definitely get naked if he doesn't pay attention to it. So that right there may be why he left the running back open so much. But right here, we do end up taking off with Lamar Jackson, and we take off a ton this game. He has like close to 10 rushing attempts. Got to utilize that. So right here we go with the toast. And we got Collins in. If I could just steer straight, we might have had a touchdown. But we go out of bounds on the 10-yard line. Right here, we end up going to the tight end. My Lord, I set him up for failure. He got completely annihilated, and he drops the pass. We try to run real quick to the left side, and that gets shut down. We are on the 11-yard line. We need a big play in. Sheboinkin! Nothing more beautiful than a low precision in route dots. And we end up scoring a touchdown, taking a 7-3 lead. So back again on defense we go. And if we can get a stop here, we can go on ahead and, put some points on the board again. I feel like we can definitely take over this game and, we'll be good to go. So right here, he just chucks it up just due to pressure, and I don't know what happened there. I missed the tackle. He got an extra 15 yards on it. But that should have been an easy. That was a fluffer nutter that he just threw directly at me. I click on, and I couldn't believe. I could not believe that we did not get an interception right there. Like, I just could not believe it. I was dumbfounded at the fact that he had the audacity and confidence to throw that, and the fact that I couldn't get an interception on that. And he comes away with the catch, and so my morale is definitely low. So on 3rd and 2 right here, he rolls out, and look at the playmaker from the right side of the field all the way to the left. And I'm like, what? Every time I try playmaker on somebody in Riggs, they never go where I want them to go. Right here, we end up sending a blitz out of 5-2, just mixing up a little bit, give him a different look, and we get a big sack, forcing a 2nd and 20. Then we go to the cross fire right there. We get some pressure on the left side, forcing a complete pass. 3rd and 20. We back at it again with yet another blitz. And by the way, that blitz right there, 4-3 odd crossfire, is available to all my Twitch subscribers. So if you happen to be a Twitch subscriber, you're watching this, next time I stream, just say, yo, GS, hit me up with them blitzes, and I will DM you on Twitter. I got like over 15 blitzes for you guys, including a Saints mini scheme, including another mini scheme I'm going to drop this weekend of the different plays that I run, which is based towards Ultimate Team. If you're a head-to-head guy, it's not going to help you out too much. Right here, we try going to Crabtree right there, and thankfully we get a beautiful diving effort on the right side of the field, which gets us the first down. So back again we go with the pistol bunch verticals with the delayed in route, but Bobby Wagner ends up getting to me right here. He sends both linebackers. Should have threw it to B while he was open, and I tried rerouting B up, and it just no help. He just went to the sidelines. We need a big play right here. 3rd and 9, and we throw the out route on the left side, and we get bailed out. We definitely get bailed out. You know, the defender was in position, so I was like, you know what, we're even. He made a Stevie, I made a Stevie. We both got away with it. Beautiful precision pass right over the top to Crabtree on the slant, and we get tackled on the 18-yard line. So we are in field goal range. Let's see if we can go ahead and punch the ball in, and we take off with Lamar Jackson right there, and we end up getting a very, very, very good gain. We try to chuck it up for an aggressive catch, but unfortunately we don't get anything. Now with no timeouts, I just want to go on ahead and play it safe and go ahead and take my 3, just so I can go on ahead and take a full possession lead, you know, full 7-point lead. So he's going to have enough time for maybe one more play, and then, you know, that should be it. We're going to go to have, and we receive ball at the half. So I definitely feel like we are in position to, you know, potentially put this game away. You know, you go up 17-3, you know, he's going to be playing, you know, hopefully very eager, very over anxious to try and score quickly, and that right there can definitely force people to make bad mistakes. You'll be very surprised on how many games where I'm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with my opponent, and then I end up, you know, maybe scoring, maybe kicking a field goal before half, and then, you know, end up scoring a touchdown once I get the ball at half and going up 10 points, and then their whole offense just completely changes, and they go on ahead and they get, you know, just over anxious just because they're down multiple possessions, and it can change everything. You'll be surprised. 2nd and 21 after a big sack. I got A wide open, but I throw it on the run, and unfortunately it was overthrown, and thankfully it wasn't intercepted. 3rd and 21, we would need an absolute miracle to get this here. It's so, like, my offense is heavily based on the playmaker ability. I'll be honest, I'm a playmaker bum, and, you know, me not being able to have that completely changes my offense, because that's the defense I left for you guys to see. Cover 3 Buck. That's his offense he calls literally every single play. When I say literally, I mean literally every single play. He'll call that play while blitzing Bobby Wagner over the nose tackle, so he'll come straight in, or he can loop around depending on the angle he decides to take, I guess. And, you know, so far we're bottling it up, but I was a little demoralized coming out of the half and not being able to put points up on the board. That gives them an opportunity to tie the game up, and I was like, okay, that's not a good start. Not a good start at all. I definitely envisioned other things. So he goes on the run right here, and take a look at this beauty right here. I thought for sure that was an interception. Suggs is right there. Like, he only threw the pass due to the pressure coming in and him almost getting sacked. So it was just a very scared throw. Threw it due to the pressure. Just a blind read. That right there was a good throw, though, right there. Over the top. He definitely got me beaten. I wasn't expecting that. And he just threw it directly towards T. Suggs. Beautiful drive by him. Outside of that T. Suggs throw where he threw it directly at him. And I was so upset. I was angered. I was deflated. I was distraught. I was disgruntled. I was disappointed. If there's another diss word that I can add to the end of that combination, let me know so I can add it next time I do a video and I got this same, you know, result. Like, I couldn't believe it. I legit, and there he is leaving the running back open. I'm just waiting for him, and we end up taking over Lamar Jackson. And I just couldn't believe it. He just threw it directly at and look at 42. Like, get out the way. I just couldn't believe that Suggs just didn't jump that. I was dumbfounded. But again, 1st and 10 after the toss right there. And we're going to go underneath the Crabtree right here for the first down. And he ends up playing the spin. It's like, please, it's Rex. Like, I haven't found anyone. I'm sure there are people that can spin. I'm sure if I get Tyreek Hill, I can, you know, do some things. But for now, like, there's no one that out of the 3 teams I play with that can, you know, consistently do a good spin. So after another verticals in route, we end up going with the run to the right side. And Cam, please relax. I don't need you hitting me that hard. 1st and 10, we decided to do a dive right up the middle just to keep him off guard, because we've been tossing every time we came out of I form. This time we run, a straight up the gut run. And right here, he actually played the toss very well. I should have been patient, let my lead blocker get on in front, but unfortunately I wasn't. 3rd and 3, Bobby Wagner just comes screaming. Now, the issue is I chewed clock this entire drive. And that's a good and a bad thing, you know, because I wanted to score and give him little time as possible to try and make a game-tying drive. But unfortunately, I got held to 3. Now, the problem is if he were to score, I don't give myself much time because I milked so much clock. Right here, he's got somebody wide open on the right sidelines. Unfortunately, I'm unable to get there in time, and he gets a beautiful dot, gets to about the 40-yard line. He goes on ahead and takes it to the 2-minute warning. So, very next play. That should have been my area, deep covering the middle, and unfortunately, I could not get there in time. I wasn't playing my zone correctly, and he ends up scoring a touchdown. So now it's time for a money drive. We got all 3 timeouts, so we're not worried about time right here. At least we shouldn't be. And we're going to see if we can go ahead and put a drive together and get in the end zone. So right here, we end up just calling verticals. I haven't called this play once and figured we'll throw out of the backfield, and we get a decent amount of yards right there. Tick, 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 tick. Time is ticking. 1:30 remaining. We're looking, and we see Brown over there on the right side, and no animation, even though he had 2 steps on his defender. The next play, we go back to the exact same route, the exact same scenario. He's got a few steps on him, and this time he reels it in, and we are put at the 37-yard line. But we're down 4-3. Does not help us. We need a touchdown. We roll out right here with Lamar Jackson, and that is such a clutch thing to have when you can have a QB that can go on ahead and get on the ground. And once again, Bobby Wagner comes screaming for his 4th sack of the game. 3rd and 13, he probably thinks we're looking deep, but we go to the running back. He was stuck in between. Do I cover the vertical route? Do I cover the running back? And he was stuck in between, and we hit the running back for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 right here. We're looking and back again. We go with the running back. He's completely leaving him wide open, and I'm going to keep going to him. So we call a timeout. We only have 1 remaining. We go to a toss to the right side, but he's using it very, very, very well. Stuck on the 9-yard line. 2nd and goal right here. Here's the money play. I've been going to the running back all day, so what it is you think I'm going to do? I'm going to catch him off guard and sling it to the tight end, and he's just a skosh behind, and we end up throwing a dot to the tight end for the game scoring touchdown that puts us up 3. Yes, 10 seconds remaining. He only has 2 routes on the field. I could care less about that drag on the left side. I'm covering the deep route, and I'm waiting for him to throw so I could click on and go for the pick. We get the huge sack. He calls the timeout. Only 1 second remaining. He runs the ball to end the game, and we end up stopping him just short of the touchdown. Just short. Only 75 yards. And we end up winning the game. Big game. Beautiful dot from Lamar Jackson. Did a slanting tight end, which I avoided all game, and we end up getting the game-winning touchdown. But what baffled me is when I went back to the replays is when I looked at this throw to Lockett, the fact that Suggs did not jump this. The fact that is literally he's looking directly at the ball. The ball is you know, at least 4 or 5 yards ahead of him, like in front of him. It's not like it just caught him by. It's thrown directly in front. Like, you got to be kidding me. That's such a blind read that he threw just because the pressure was there, and Suggs did not play that. Like, you've got to be kidding me. But nonetheless, we did not lose the game, and we end up winning. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. Let me know what team you guys want me to use next in the comment section. I end up sending my opponent GG, and he does respond a little later saying GG. I don't know if I caught it in the video of him responding, but he said GG as well. Nothing but respect. Hell game right here, but we come out on top. It's your boy GS. We're going to go on ahead and be signing. I appreciate the support as always. Make sure you head on over to MrMutCoin.com for all you guys that play Ultimate Team and use code GS for 15% off your coins. Peace!